We're now ready to finalize our traffic light project. Let's add some button functionality. Let's go back to our sketch. Let's set up a variable for the button on pin 2. Let's declare 2 more variables, a pedestrian light timer variable, and a timeout variable that we'll set to 5,000. We'll get back to these a little bit later. The setup function will remain the same. In the loop function, let's remove the delay. We want to read the state of the button. So let's declare a variable called button state and read the state of the button with digital read. Now the way we're going to set this up, we're not going to need to debounce the button. Now we want to run the stoplight function only if the button was pressed. So if button state equals high, the stoplight function is going to remain the same. Let's make our pedestrian light a little classier by giving it a blinking countdown. We're going to use a for loop and turn the green light on and off every 250 milliseconds for 5 seconds. So since there are 2 250 millisecond delays, we need to run the loop 10 times. Let's save and upload the sketch. We can see that anytime we press the button while the stoplight is going, it immediately turns the stoplight yellow. That's not really how we want it to work, so let's see if we can fix that. Let's add a timer so the stoplight doesn't automatically stop when the button is pressed. At the end of the pedestrian function, we're going to set pedestrian light timer to a function called millies. What millies does is stores the amount of time in milliseconds since the Arduino is powered on. So if 10 seconds have passed when this function is called, then the pedestrian light timer would have a value of 10,000. In the loop function, let's add a constraint to the if statement. So we want to say if the button is high and the current millies time minus the pedestrian light timer is greater than the timeout value. So what this does is check that the button is pressed and 5 seconds has passed since the pedestrian light last finished. Let's save and upload the sketch. Now we can see that there's a 5-second timeout after the pedestrian light finishes before pressing the button does anything. Well, that wraps up our second project. To recap, now we know how to connect the button to our circuit, read the state of the button and to bounce it in the software, and use the millies function as a basic timer. See you guys next time in the third project. Peace.